Hello friends, I want to talk about App-ads.txt, which is a file used in digital advertising and a rather specific type of fraud that is associated with it. If you want to scale up and get published, simply go to the CAS.AI website and fill out the publishing form. If you just want to monetize your game, go to the CAS.AI website and fill out the mediation form. So you've set it up, you're monetizing your game. When you connect a mediator, they tell you, "Dear developer, you need to place the App-ads.txt file in the root directory of your website." This is absolutely necessary. Why? So that various advertisers can see the list of platforms you work with. And accordingly, there are direct advertising platforms listed there as well as indirect ones. So the advertiser understands that if they're working with Google using this particular pub, then it's a direct demand. We can see that the traffic coming from Google is direct. However, with ironSource, they have both direct traffic and also a number of additional entries that are labeled as resellers. These are advertising platforms that purchase traffic from ironSource and want advertisers to be able to see that they are working with them. There's nothing wrong with that. It's an absolutely normal process. If you include all of the available entries, then in theory, the CPM impressions for your game will be maximized. However, you regularly receive emails from certain clients saying, "Hey everyone, we're excellent partners. Please add these additional entries to your App-ads.txt file and you'll make even more money." Will you really make more money? No. In this case, you are more likely to lose out. What will happen? Well, nothing will actually happen to your income, but the advertising networks that advertisers typically work with will see that you are working directly with these guys. Let's quickly take a look at what the App-ads.txt file looks like now. Here you see a bunch of lines. With Google, you work directly here. With ironSource, you also work directly. There are some guys who are resellers. They resell your traffic, and they often indicate this. In this case in particular, again, as you can see, look, there are lots of lines saying direct, direct, direct. You should only use the direct line if this partner's SDK is actually integrated into your app. So you've set up the lines. These so-called partners of yours generated traffic, meaning they set up a server that sent requests to all the ad networks pretending that your traffic was verified. You added their lines to your App-ads.txt, they made money but you didn't get any. But that's only half the problem. Next, the networks examine the quality of the traffic and see that a certain bundle is generating 90 or even 95% of the traffic that doesn't meet their criteria. And then that advertiser ultimately refuses to purchase traffic from that bundle, which you had carefully curated. As a result, you lose a high-quality advertiser, your auction cools down, and your eCPM drops. That's why you should never trust such lines. If someone wants you to add them, they should have their own SDK and you should actually see the money coming from them. If someone simply asks you to add some lines like that, don't believe it. This was Oleg Shliamovich. Subscribe to the CAS.AI channel and hit the bell so you don't miss monetization strategies and case studies from the world of mobile games.